3, 2, 1, action.
An idea of how I'm gonna be able to do it.
Okay.
Without like drastically hurting myself.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up throwing me off that railing at some point.
Okay. Yeah. That was bad. Let's redo it. Don't stop. Okay. You didn't show me the choreography.
I did,
bro. You're the one that got the angles last time.
It's okay.
The boom pole just broke. Because I'm gonna have to return again because you're coming from my. So maybe go again. So go.
Oh, wow.
You okay?
Stuck under me.
Am I bleeding?
Yeah.
Where? We made a short film. Me and my friends, we made a short film. And I wanted to do a little interview thing. I thought it would be fun, do a little professional. I had the idea to have like a little poster of like, I haven't made the poster yet thing, or the thumbnail really. I wanted to do like a little thumbnail thing next to it. You know, like how like the actual professional like press tour for like movies and stuff. But I don't have the thumbnail made yet. So I'm on a zebra. We're all going to be sitting in a zebra couch, sofa, chair. Also, side note, this was originally going to be called The Park Fight. I know, very original name, but then I changed it to Tradition. Yeah. I didn't like the name The Park Fight. I was like, that sounds so middle schoolish.
Hi, my name's Kenny.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is James.
Hey, it's Yeti Endo.
On camera, I don't have a name, but in real life, my name's Daniel.
Hi, my name's Jacob.
You weren't in the film.
Fuck.
So when I set out to make this, my main goals of learning was how can I, obviously with this many people, and then I wanted to do a fight stuff. Because we did, me and James, we just at my house, we were like, all right, let's do this. We did a minute-long little fight thing. And that turned out pretty good. And I was like, dude, yeah, let's make something. Yeah, let's do another one. And I didn't want to just do more fights. I wanted to actually have a story. My big learning stuff that I accomplished that I wanted to get done was filming outside, incorporating fighting into a story, the sound design, so getting sound effects and all that, directing. Oh, and then using drones. I've never used drones before. And stunts. That's another one. I didn't do stunts before, so I was really to throw myself off a thing. I'm gonna pause it right here. Hey, it's me. I know you were just seeing me talk, but I kind of forgot to say some things. So what you can expect in this video, it's like a behind the scenes video, but I would say it's more documentary like. Yeah, it's because when I was making the short film, I also had the idea to do this video as well, along with it. So the true beginning, the very, very beginning, was there was no ideas, no idea of what we were going to do fighting, no script. The only idea was that I wanted to have this outside. Whatever it was going to be, I wanted to do it outside. I knew where I was going to do it, which was at a park nearby. And so this whole idea starts with me, Daniel, and Kenny going to that park and kind of figuring out where we're going to do things, coming up with ideas of what could happen, but that was just that's the true beginning. That is the very first day. The idea is that somewhere in the park, I don't know quite where, but I'm sitting down, I'm talking to like someone, and then an airplane just, I definitely want to do a few things in here.
I mean, it has a lot of space. So.
But I have this crazy idea, I don't know if I could pull it off, where like we're running, and then you just, like, I like jump off.
I mean, you can do it.
Yeah, I could. See, that's the thing.
But you gotta land.
I gotta be careful about it.
I'll do that. That seems like interesting.
Shit.
You'll yeet yourself?
I'll yeet myself.
You'll yeet yourself.
Well, not like what you.
Yeah.
Just like kind of like where I'm purposely doing it, but I'll land at the same time.
Okay. Okay, be careful. Just don't get your feet caught on anything.
I mean, that's not.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's not bad.
I see what you're saying. But yeah, that is like one moment that I would really like to pull off somehow. Doing something like that.
It's like.
Yeah.
Somebody say they wanted to throw down.
And like, kind of get like this, and then I push. And
He pushes you.
And like, yeah.
Or you lose your balance. Yeah.
Like I'm supposed to like fall, and the camera's up there, and then when he comes over to peek, like you look down, you don't see anyone. It's like I'm in here.
Right.
And then when he jumps down, then I go, and like I grab him.
That's nice. Actually, I like that a lot.
And that was it. That's exactly where it started from. And then it continued to happen because of my friends' dedication and them wanting to make this too. So then the next step was to create the fight choreography.
Yeah, that's pretty much the layout. That's like the beginning, the middle-ish, toward the end, and then toward the end. And we don't have like the ending.
Okay.
We meet like right here. And fighting-wise, I think for this one we should probably try to do a little more like back and forth, like blocks and counters and stuff. Because in our last one, it was kind of like I hit and then you hit. And then, yeah. So, saying is, yeah. I've got a good. I mean, it's higher. Get your shit up. I mean, I could do that.
I could swipe it down.
Okay, hold on. Let's see kind of what slow motion, like bam,
slap
bam.
it down, put. Oh, that's fucked.
You swing, I duck.
Oh, duck.
I dodge like that, and then you swing again, and like I
and then
push
yeah,
you.
and then you
You
push.
go to the pole, and then I swing, and you, and then like I'm at a pole, the camera's here, and then I'm like, oh shit, and then.
Do you want to do after the kick again?
Yeah, we could do it from after the kick. I feel like
So.
Wait, do I step back when I'm blocking? No, I step.
Oh no, that would make sense.
To like step.
Step back because you're getting ready for the kick, so it just comes up like that.
Well, because I still have to uppercut.
That's fine.
The steering wheel.
I don't think it necessarily matters which side.
Because I can throw here. Well, because in the background we see him running and we see him go this direction. So then if he just ends up on the side,
does it matter? No, I'm not saying it comes from here. I'm saying it can still come from here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
throwing the left hook.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
punch my connect.
Yeah.
All right, so right hook.
Okay, no, hold on. I'll be back enough. Like you're not gonna be close enough because after you like check my thing, I'm gonna stagger like that, and there's plenty of space.
Yeah. Okay.
So then, back
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
This is your moment.
This is not what we pay you to do. Get the fuck up.
Yeah. So we got the camera being like, oh shit, he's about to hit me, and then yeah, you don't have to step. You just this.
Here's what I imagine.
Yeah.
I'm running up the stairs. He's about to punch you. I do this,
Knock.
and then I just.
Yeah, we could do that, but the reason I like the idea of Daniel just going bam is that it gives the people watching a break. Because there's a lot of quick action between us, and if it just goes keep on more quick action.
Oh, right.
And
But then if he does that, he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like the camera's like here, and like then we just see the fist, and then the camera goes back to like Daniel. I'm like, and then it cuts to just my face. I'm like, where the fuck are you? And then, or whatever he does, whatever he wants to do.
Because that's a lot more movement for the camera person.
Well, that's what will make it look nicer though.
Oh, so hit me, Daniel.
Yeah.
You.
Because you know how. Because in our last one, what looked really good was when after I did the, and the camera went from you to.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the camera was just in the fight.
Movements. Yeah. You got hit too, right? So.
Yeah, you just hit me. You hit me harder than you hit James.
So I'm going after him, right?
Yeah.
You could recover, come back at me, turn me around. We could go back at it, and then and
then I shove you to the side.
Yeah,
start
you shove
beating the shit out of Daniel.
Exactly.
Fucking throw him over.
And then throws me over.
So like, yeah. So he picks me up, he starts beating my shit, and then I start throwing punches back. He does something to me where I'm staggered again, and then you just come in and start trying to beat the shit out of him. He pushes you to the side, and then I come back in and throw him over, basically. So basically, you're the quick one, right? You're the one that dodges a bunch. I'm kind of the middle ground, and Daniel's like the fucking heavy hitter.
Yeah.
He picks you up. Yep. Picks me up.
I'm out of the fight.
Yeah. Fucking, and I go to throw something, you just fucking block, and then you just fucking, and I just come back. I'm still trying to beat his ass, right? Because this is our fight. I'm trying to get him out of the way.
Yeah.
So I'm still fucking trying to do something, right? And then he just fucking hits me again. I'm staggered. You come in. So it only takes 2 for me, and then fucking you come in. Just I don't know. You do something, right? And then he gets you. And then I come in just fucking yee.
Well, because then what I think, that sets it up like it's us two teaming up against him. You know what I mean?
Because he fucking came out of nowhere.
Yeah. I know.
And this is our fight. Like, how you better disrespect the 1v1, bro?
Bro, you gotta respect the
No honor here.
I have like a somewhat comedic idea. Okay,
Yeah.
so like after, because so then you two were just going at it, and like you guys were going like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then you get staggered again, and the camera's kind of like around here. I walk in, I'm right next to you, and I just fucking.
fucking not him. I'm fucking.
No.
Oh my god, why is it always me?
No, but you get me back. That's the comedic thing. Like I try to get a cheap shot. I try to just, and then you just.
I just fucking grab it, just.
No, you don't grab it. I hit you, but then it doesn't knock you out. You just,
because
you're just
remember-
like, are you fucking? And then that's how I'm out of it.
He doesn't have the strong punch.
Right.
So you could just take it like, are you serious?
Yeah. So like I step in and it looks like a team up thing, and then I just. And I'm like, oh shit.
It reminds me of that scene from Avengers. You got Hulk and Thor standing
Yeah,
next to
and
each
then
other.
Hulk just straight up just. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of like that, right? And then kick. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then.
And then this is me in the front.
And then I'm backing out of it, and then it's.
Oh, that's good. A scene of him running in.
And then
You throw in.
right. Oh right.
Yeah.
And then
There you go.
and then you would turn toward. Sorry, you turn toward me.
No, you have to turn. You have to force me to turn this way. So that's why.
Well, because wouldn't it be
Knee, and then you force me to turn that way.
Okay. Yeah, because it is
I'm
kind
not
of
just gonna
awkward. It's
turn.
awkward for him to turn this way. It doesn't look.
Well, I'm not just gonna turn if he kicks me. He has to physically turn me.
Not.
50%.
Yeah, but like we should also act like as if we are getting hit and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that way we don't get into the habit of when we do throw hits, we're not like, we're going, Yeah. Heads up. Pretty much after every single day, we were like vlogging it, and I was able to put the footage onto my computer. So I'm looking at it right now, and there's a total of 7 fight choreography days. I think the first 5, basically the first fights, the very last fight sequence, and then the sword fight sequence, were not a part of those. We didn't want to take up the park. We didn't want to be a nuisance. So we would practice away from the playground, and then we would go to the playground and basically do what we practiced and see how it looks on there. And then after creating about half of the fight choreography, mainly the beginning, we still didn't have the sword fight sequence or the very last fight sequence yet, but I quickly saw that the really cool fight scenes that I initially was really wanting to do was not gonna happen. Like we're not professional fighters,
We're not martial artists. We're not trained to pull those types of moves off. So you might even see that certain things changed because, you know, certain kicks weren't able to be made that would look good. So to come up with the script and the story, I decided to make that a part of it. Because with that said, you know, if I made the story into where we're like ex-hitmen, or like we have these abilities to pull off those moves, but you see us like looking like we've never thrown a punch in our lives, you would click away. You'd be like, this is bad. This just isn't good. So I decided to make it a part of the story of one friend and another friend. It's a tradition. They would they would do this silly game, ridiculous fight whenever they see each other. They just start fighting a little bit. Whoever wins, they're crowned winner, and then they just hang out. Through seeing that we wouldn't be able to pull off the really cool fight stuff, that I still think we got some cool moves in there, but it allowed us if we did look not that best, it made sense. It made sense. You know, they're just people. They don't have any experience. So when something did look cool, you would be like, whoa, that was cool. And then when stuff doesn't look cool, you're not taken out of it full. At least I hope that you're not taken out of it. Because it's part of the story. I've never written a script before, so that was interesting. It was interesting to write action, like fighting, like person punched his, person maneuver dodges, then turns around, punches. You know, that was weird to write. And especially since we didn't have the sword fight sequence or the very last fight, I kind of just put sword fight sequence, then last fight happens for that. Yeah, we had the story pretty much. There were some few rewrites in the future. There was one dialogue sequence between me and Fernando right before I go up to go talk to James. I was just like, it just wasn't good. It was meh. And then the very end of the, hey, we're okay now, we're friends. It was too on the nose. It was way too like, hey, audience, we are friends now. And I think the ending that I went with still has that. It's still a little similar, but it's a little less direct. You know, it's more my character was like, all right, sees that James's character is like kind of sad. He's losing his friend. You know, James wasn't fully aware that this game was hindering their friendship. So then Preston's like, all right, fine. We're cool. Yeah, well, let's start over. My name's Preston here. Nice to meet you. I came up with Kenny and Fernando's characters. They would be to the side so that way there's like breathing. It's not just all fight, and you know, there's something else going on, that you're not just seeing a bunch of people punch each other. Originally, Fernando wasn't gonna be in it. Like he was just gonna be all-time camera person, and we just couldn't find someone to play as the friend who was free, because a lot of this would film once a week or like one day a week for a very limited amount of time, because that's just everyone's schedules. And so I thought about, oh, what if I'd put up like an audition thing? And I'm glad that didn't work out, because that would have been annoying for the actor or actress that would have done it. I was excited. I was like, oh, this is gonna be real. Someone's gonna audition for it. But then I was like, no, you know what? No, this not. Like, we didn't do all the preparation. It wasn't fully prepared for us to be like, yeah, just come on. We'll hit record. We'll do it. Now, if you're interested, I'm going to show you the script. You can pause at certain sections to read each page. There's about 13 pages. I just want to show you exactly what I wrote. There's some changes that didn't make it on this on the script. Kind of just came up with them, and I just never bothered to write it in. You'll be able to see certain sequences were supposed to be at certain spots, but they got moved. Certain dialogue was changed. But yeah, you can just see what it is. So after coming up with the script, we were still coming up with fight moves, and we ended up making storyboards. And storyboarding is where there's like squares and like kind of like drawings. You kind of put where the camera is, and you kind of draw how close it is and all that. I didn't do that. But so on the days that we were actually like coming up with choreography, we'd still have the camera and stuff, and like we'd be filming. So I was able to essentially, with us practicing the fight moves and like where the camera was, we would kind of storyboard in that way through video rather than like storyboarding before filming. Like we were kind of storyboarding as we were coming up with the moves, and that was extremely helpful. Like we've essentially filmed this like 8 times essentially, because there's like 3 different storyboards of certain stuff, and then yeah, so that was actually really helpful. Now, I didn't think storyboarding was that important, but it is. I underestimated storyboarding a lot. I was just like, well, it's in my mind, I could do it. I thought, well, in my mind, I see the camera, I see what it's gonna do, I like know exactly what it is. It's not the problem. The problem isn't. A few things about that is, sure, I could see it one way, but how do I explain that to multiple people? Because I see a very specific image, but if I hand someone a paintbrush and I'm like, all right, draw a U. Everyone will draw a U. Every single person's U is gonna be slightly different, just because that you know, I can get as specific as possible, but it's gonna look different. So with storyboarding, I found out that it's the best way to show how to draw that U. Like, it gets them a way better idea than word to their ears. Like, they could see exactly what I'm talking about, and they could get something extremely close. We found a lot of times that we forgot what we came up with, and that's kind of why I was like recording, and then I just, well, since I recorded, I got the vlog stuff, I'll put together a little video so that we remember what we were doing each week. Talk your shit. Oh wait, sorry. Talk your shit. Go.
Oh, right, I missed.
Guessing you know
James,
James.
you were here with
Preston.
Preston, right?
Yeah. Go over. And then come running.
Who the fuck are you?
Heads up.
And that became a storyboard. So we had one storyboard where just not from the angles, but you see, so that we remember the certain fight moves. Basically, we created a storyboard for where the camera would be for the fight moves.
Right here, and then I step this way, and then I step up back to
Down.
back.
One. One. One.
Oh my gosh, Right here.
So I get staggered. Look back to me. I'm like, who the fuck are you? And donk. Do a little smile and then.
What's up?
All that for just a drop of blood.
Yep.
Fuck you, man.
Oh shit. And then bah. And then bah, bah, bah. Oh. Wow. It's okay.
Oh, I fell.
I'm not sure if I already said this or not, but we practically filmed this whole thing like 8 times. Just the first 6, we were still figuring it out, and we didn't use a microphone. We didn't have a boom mic or anything. We were just from the camera. We practiced a lot before actually filming because I wanted to know what we were going to do with the camera rather than showing up on one day and then having ugly camera angles. Like you could see we had in those were potential camera angles, but by actually filming it and then when I put it together, I was able to see no, that doesn't work. And if I was iffy about something, I put it side by side, and then I would just kind of make a choice of which one I think I liked more or which one would be more beneficial. So the benefit from these storyboard videos was that it was everyone was able to see certain camera angles, so they understood where things were going to be. We were able to remember fight moves. like a lot of days we kind of showed up and it's been a while and we forgot because we didn't do this every single week because, you know, some weeks someone either went on vacation or, oh no, one person might not be available but everyone else is, so we're going to do it, but that person forgets things, or maybe someone got busy with something, you know, just whatever it was. Everyone had, you know, there were certain breaks. So because of those storyboard videos, we were able to kind of pick up from where we were, and without them, I think it would not have been great.
I'm guessing you know
James.
Sorry, hold on, fuck.
James.
Someone's supposed to walk in the fight from a distance. Can you? Okay, Fernando, you're here. Kenny, you walk into where you are.
From out of the
to the left.
Should I be like looking like this and stuff?
Yeah.
He starts walking from with the keys, so he's like.
Yeah.
What a dramatic
Okay.
walk-in.
Yeah, so Kenny, you straight up just walk in. Yeah, you know, I don't need to show you. Fuck. Alright, you guys ready?
No.
So when do I walk?
When I say action, you walk in and you guys start doing the thing. Fernando, could you do a 3, 2, 1 and then clap?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, hold on, Kenny. I didn't say action. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on,
It's
hold
okay.
on.
It's okay. He's ready. That's good. All right, hold on.
I'm guessing you're here with
James.
James,
You're here with?
Preston.
Preston, alright.
What's your name?
Kenny.
Kenny. Nice to meet you. I fucking looked dead at the camera while I said that.
That was good. Okay. You guys ready?
Wait, can Daniel crawl and like flip the page from down under?
Yeah, remember your shit, bro.
Okay, fuck.
All right, so you're gonna be the kid. You're gonna be crying because your swords just got stolen. Because I need them to look at you, so that way they know who to look at. So you're the reference, okay? Okay. You'll be going that way.
Like,
But yeah.
I'm gonna be putting my hands over my face, crying,
Yeah.
wiping the tears, and running that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Action.
Where do you get the swords from?
I think he stole it from some kid.
Stealing from a kid? James got to get his life together.
Is that me?
That was Preston.
That was Preston.
Preston has got to get his life together.
So long.
Let's just keep it recording for now. We're recording. We're just keeping it going.
We're just keeping it real.
Hey, you can't be looking at the script.
Ah.
You gotta be. You have to be looking at the fight.
Are you?
This is a close-up.
Oh.
So it's good. We need.
What's going on over there?
I didn't say action yet.
Shit,
What's my line?
You looked at me and went,
Okay, hold on. Everyone ready? Everyone ready?
I just want my water bottle.
I think he stole from a kid.
You recording?
Well, hold on, wait. You dumb bitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
My bad.
The fuck, man?
Kenny, do the clap. Do the
I
clap.
read it out.
Over there. Back to your spot. You're making my arm hurt.
Daniel.
You're gonna be running, crying kid. Okay. You okay? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh, this mic is causing severe back problems.
No, it is. It's.
What's going on over there?
Preston and James were fighting.
Do you know them?
Nope. Who's that other dude? Never.
We
Can
don't
you
know
put
yet.
the damn binder down?
What is it?
What do you mean?
Wait, what happened? All right, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, let's redo that. Redo that.
God. Oh my God.
I wish I turned the camera just to see Fernando just slowly looking at the pages. So that was the first day of filming. We filmed only that one talking scene. I wanted to do the talking scenes first, but that ended up not working out because I would change some script lines, or we had to reshoot some dialogue stuff at future points. So we ended up kind of filming most of the dialogue stuff, and then when we got the if we couldn't do dialogue stuff, then we would do fight scenes. So besides that, you've been doing good?
Yeah, I've been doing good.
That's
what
good.
about you though? You still getting into those random fights and losing?
I don't fucking lose. Shit! Son of a. Sorry. I made a promise to myself that I try not to cuss that much. Don't get your ass. Stop moving.
I'm trying to walk.
I know, he's trying to
Alright, I'm moving.
focus it. It's good? Yeah. Okay. I brightened it a little bit. Can you notice the difference? Is it a little better or is it too? I don't notice anything. It just looks the same. Okay, Fernando, stay there. Sorry. So, besides that, you've been doing good?
I've been doing good.
That's good.
What about you though? You still getting into those random fights and losing?
I don't fucking lose. Shit! Son of a. Sorry. I made a promise to myself I'd try not to cuss that much.
And how's that going for you?
Go back to the beginning. 3, 2, 1. And action.
That sounds childish, Sensei.
You invited me to a playground.
I am. Alright, let's restart. Let's cut that. Fuck, okay.
Fernando, what the fuck?
You didn't show me the choreography.
I did,
Bro, you're the one that got
It's
the
okay.
angles last
It's
time.
okay,
we
it's
recorded
okay.
that.
It's been like a couple weeks.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I know. It's been
I'm
a while.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
What a sucky
Fuck.
actor, bro.
Let's do it again. Do it again? We'll just keep it recording. Do it one more time.
Oh shit.
No!
Oh my god.
It happened yesterday
I
too.
heard that. I heard that in 4K.
Oh no.
I heard that. No, fuck this.
Oh god.
Fuck this.
In the middle?
Yeah, bro. I hate that shit.
In the middle of filming.
All right. Let's do this.
And action.
Fuck, that was bad. That was.
Action. dude, because I punched him, and then I did this, and then he didn't do anything, so then I was like, okay. Sell this shit. Okay, and action. Oh shit. Oh. Oh fuck.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
3, 2, 1. All right, this is the one. And action. Oh, shit. Let's go back. Let's go. Continue.
I kind of messed up, so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. And action. Oh shit. Oh. Daniel, you okay? Holy shit.
Hit him?
I actually hit him. You okay? You okay?
He's out. He's done.
I'm keeping the
You
recording
okay?
going.
Holy shit.
Beat
What's
his
happening?
ass, Daniel.
Beat his ass, Daniel.
Beat his ass.
Beat his ass.
You okay?
What just happened?
Real quick, guys.
You got punched.
Oh no! Daniel!
I heard a noise. I thought something else happened, but then you good? He's crying. man.
Whoa.
Sorry. And action. Yeah, you two just keep fighting. Give me a What are you doing?
I didn't know that's what it was.
All right. Well, now you do.
Fighting. Punch. Swing. Payback. Bitch. Bam. Swing back. Bam. Swing back at him. Bam. Throw him over there. He elbows me. Punches me. Ah. Bam. Headbutt. Bam.
So we were almost done filming a lot of stuff, and we found some time to create the fight sequence. Me, Daniel, and James. What I wanted to have was like everyone to shine for the last fight. I didn't want me to just be on top. I didn't want me to always lose. Same thing with James. And it wasn't an ego thing. It was just a story thing. I didn't want someone to get just completely like kicked out. I just felt that wasn't going to be interesting. As we were doing it, we were all like, well, what if it was like kind of like you enter like you get hot, you know, you're on your streak. This is you. I think it goes James first. He enters like his I'm gonna call it frenzy mode, but that's not. It might be a poor description. But so James enters the frenzy mode first, and that's when he gets Daniel in the cave, and then he gets out of the cave. He like blocks me. He does like his kick thing to keep our distance. Like it's not crazy, like it's not anything super crazy, right? But I'm saying like this is him. He's taking control of. That's what it is. It's each person takes control of the other two, like the fight, of the flow. Okay, that's what it was. It wasn't like some person's gonna do some crazy backflip kick. Woo. No, there's just a lot for the last fight sequence. I wanted the camera to be way more in it, like switching sides, like moving, like I wanted the camera to be in the chaos as if it's another fighter. I didn't want to like post up behind people's shoulders or like different spots. I wanted like if someone gets sent one way, the camera gets sent with them, or if someone's coming to the camera's backing up, and then if someone's throwing a punch this way, camera's going this way. Like, I wanted the camera to be in the action. This was, the last fight was probably the thing I was like, if this doesn't look good, I think the whole thing kind of falls apart. And I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. I'm glad I'm very happy with what we came up with, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I like it. Creating the sword fight, the pirate sequence, that I don't have that footage is messy. It'll give me a headache if I try to find it, so I can't. We didn't really film. We didn't vlog that, creating that too much. We kind of just one day, I was like, all right, we got to create we kind of have all these other stuff that we filmed. We're getting to the point where we need to come up with it, or else we're not going to, what are we going to be filming? So it was just James and I coming up with the stuff. We came up with it. I shot the video. We had like a storyboard. It wasn't good. So then another day we shot it again, and then with a drone, and Daniel operated the drone.
There was another hard part during that besides the fall. It was the drone, because I have never flown a drone before. So trying to be able to maneuver the drones through that scene was kind of the hardest thing I've had to do, because there was a moment where I was fully focused in the camera, but I was scared that I was going to hit the drone or something. The hard thing, because
we didn't even end up using it.
I know, but I'd say that was a hard thing, because I was nervous to break your drone, like, because I wasn't paying attention to like what's around it. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't want to break his drone, but I also don't know how to fly it properly. So I'm like, I'm kind of screwed here if I mess it up.
We had to redo that one shot like 12 times from beginning to end, because either James and I would mess up, or the drone wasn't, Daniel was still learning the drone, so maybe he messed up. So that just wasn't working. And then when I tried plugging it into the footage with everything else, it didn't match. It looked too controlled. It looked too like, it's not messy. Like, everything up to this moment was messy, but this wasn't. So the vibes weren't matching. It wasn't matching the vibe. It wasn't matching the vibes. So that's when we switched to just someone below, angled up, and from this side, then this side, maybe we have one in the middle, and I would just switch between the three. We didn't film the stunt yet, because that was the very last thing we filmed. And then, so after this, we then filmed the last fight sequence. And action. The train. It's just bad timing. This is literally the train.
You looked at me like a pissed off face, like, because the train happened. And that's why I lost focus. I'm like,
okay.
He's really mad about that train.
It's okay.
Should we restart?
No, you could keep recording, Logan. For now, yeah, you restart the recording. And action.
You okay? Stuck under me!
No, I swing.
Oh, that's
then
right.
you hit.
Fuck, I'm so ahead of myself.
It's okay.
That sounded so funny.
Oh, fuck. Wait, Logan got kind of
Payback, bitch.
Can I expect it to follow you?
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Let's see how that looked good. Let's see how that looked. Let's see how that looked.
Oh, you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. Let's mess up. I mean, that was a mess up.
Oh, that could have been so much
That was
better.
way too fast. That was way too fast. That was way too. You had to speak. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You didn't mess
No,
me up.
no, because you stood back up.
And action. And action. Alright, I'm starting here. Alright, I'm gonna start here, crouch, and then do it. Ready?
Yeah.
Alright. And action. Okay. Assholes.
Whoa. All right, let me see it.
Okay, ready, Daniel?
Not yet.
Ready?
Lean in a little bit.
Bring your foot has to go a little higher.
Hold on.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, I
You
gotta.
gotta, hey, like you were saying, you gotta lean into it a little bit and then.
Well, he has to raise his kick up because this is how.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, that's good.
That's good. Yeah, let's get that.
Fucking do this.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm recording.
All right, how close do you need me now? So just jump and swing.
I'm just gonna jump in. Okay, so we're on the last or second to last day, or the pretty much the last dialogue stuff. The boom pole just broke, so we're starting off strong.
Because I know it went down. There's no other place it went. The plastic piece got stuck down there. If I had to fix it. Yeah, I fucked it up.
Filming the last dialogue scene is also the second to last day of filming. And you wouldn't know it, but that was actually a little complicated to film. It's one of those where everyone's schedules was not aligning up. I had a shot idea where you could see everyone. So what we shot first was Group A, which was Kenny, James, and then me and Fernando. Daniel wasn't there, but Daniel, we couldn't show Daniel with James and Kenny because Daniel's not there. We just had them two, and then when I wasn't on camera, I acted as Daniel. I'd like get up from the floor and then I'd walk away so that way they know what to look at. So my shot of like seeing everyone, like it was gonna be of literally all five of us, but I changed it to where me and Fernando are walking towards the camera, and you see in the background, you see James getting picked up by Kenny. If we don't see everyone together, it's just gonna feel like we're not together. Like there's just something, you see everyone in one frame, you're like, they're all there. But you just keep filming people in one angle or one frame, or like not with people, they feel separated, they feel not there, they feel alienated, they feel isolated. I could give more. What are some more description words? That was Group A. And then Group B was just Fernando and I from seeing us, and then Daniel. I wanted to see Daniel in between the two, so I figured, all right, Kenny and Daniel can't be on the same day, so Daniel will pop up in front of me and Fernando, and that's it. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. The last day of filming. The moment is here. Here we are. But before we get to that, we have to go 4 or 5 months in the past. See, the last day of filming was just my stunt. It was just the stunt of me falling off the rock. Just one shot. Quick. Simple. Or is it? I saw a YouTube video by the Corridor crew, and it was like how they did stunts, and it wasn't, first of all, they didn't condone to, hey, go do this, go jump off a roof into boxes, but I was able to see, and it was very knowledgeable. The information I gained from it was very useful and changed my mind on how stunts are in entertainment in general. I also learned how I could do certain stunts. Well, they use boxes. I'm gonna use boxes. So I showed Fernando the video and I was like, all right, let's go to Lowe's. Let's go get boxes. He was like, right now, let's go do that. He was the one encouraging me. He's like, right now, let's go do it. Let's go practice it right now. And I was like, okay. So we bought like 22 boxes.
A lot of times when people tend to lay flat, they get really lazy and they don't tuck their chin.
Then we went in my backyard and I stood on top of a thing.
Oh, that was actually really...
I don't feel anything.
You didn't feel anything. Oh my gosh.
In my mind, I thought I jumped backwards, but it looked like, looking back at it, I kind of just like slowly descend onto it. Another day, we actually practiced it at the location on the setting. We put 2 boxes high because that's what I practiced on, and I felt that was the most safe. And then the problem with that was when I would land, it's too high that you could still see me. Like my feet, you don't feel the drop, you don't see the drop. My feet are kind of in the air. You see me still. Like it looks like I landed on something.
How was that?
Which I didn't want. So we changed it to one box high, and I was a little nervous about that because I was like, okay, I guess. And I did that like 3 times, and it wasn't comfy. I definitely felt it like the next couple days. I felt sore. I didn't feel in pain. I just felt like it was tense. You'll see me kind of get it was the same issue with the 2 box high, except not as bad. Like you see me go down, but then my feet or how I was like throwing myself down looked like you could still see me.
I'm gonna push myself with my left leg down.
Yeah.
I kind of just like lean back and like just dead fall rather than comedically throwing my legs or arms up in the air, which that's kind of how I originally envisioned it. But after seeing what the deadfall looked like, I kind of liked it more. So here we are, last day of filming, 4 to 5 months after I practiced and felt confident. I still felt confident. I was like 4 to 5 months ago, I already did this. I know what this is. I know what I'm in for. So here we go. We're gonna do this in one take. We brought extra boxes just in case if we need to do another one. We have James stand where he is because I wanted to see a piece of James, so that way it just looked like, again, it didn't feel isolated. It didn't feel like I just went to a park one day with a camera and that's it. It's like you still feel the character, you feel the presence. And then Daniel's on the boom mic. Fernando's goes, all right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, go. Kill it, Preston.
And then I throw myself down.
Oh, fuck.
I don't dead fall. I don't descend. I full mass, just, woo. I completely destroy 1 box. There's like 9 boxes around me. I'm in the middle 1 box. It's completely destroyed. All the other boxes, literally fine. They were all close together. They were all bunched together, like in a square. But only the middle box took all the impact. And I did feel that a little bit.
I'm glad I don't have to do that a second time. February 17th, and we are officially done filming.
For editing, I was kind of editing already as we were going along with it. So I kind of already had chunks of it done. The whole opening drone shot, all the drone shots, they don't have audio. So I'm literally filling it in with everything you hear in that is me editing that in, adding the sound effects and all that. I kind of had to add birds basically throughout the whole thing because since we filmed on different days, audio wise, it just sounded different from one clip to the other. So to kind of mask that, I would use the bird sounds so that way you don't hear like, and then one day it's just like quiet. So the birds would mask that and make them kind of become similar. Halfway through filming, a show came out called Arcane, and it's on Netflix. basically it inspired me a lot. Like it looked, how they filmmaking wise and everything, and how they did stuff. Like I was just like, like I felt rejuvenated to like be like, all right, let's film this, let's get this. And it gave me ideas for certain fight stuff and styles. I wanted to get a little more stylized, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna overcomplicate this because it was too much. But in the film, we use a song from the show, which was just gonna be a placeholder, but I couldn't find another song to replace it, so I just left it in. It was when Daniel comes in and his like reveal that he's not coming to help. So yeah, so through that show, I kind of realized, holy shit, you really got to do sound design and stuff. So I've never done this, so it's not going out of my way, but I went looking for sound effects immediately. I was like, what sounds like footsteps, or what sounds like clothes movements or something. Like there's a moment where like Fernando just like flaps his jacket a little bit, and I added sounds and stuff. Basically, I added a lot more sounds than normal. I kind of went into it looking like, what if there was no sound or anything? I have to add that all in. So I tried finding like steps, punch sounds. I reused the same punch sounds like throughout the whole thing because I didn't want to pay for any like nice ones. They're kind of expensive, man. And then I have like a cloth sound effect of like air momentum sounds. They sounded good. They sounded like they made sense, so I added those. I went to the park, actually like hit the poles and stuff to get the right sounds. Got feet, like got walking sounds on gravel that sounded like tan bark. I couldn't find tan bark exactly, but it sounded similar. It sounded extremely close, so I just used it. For all the different fight sections, I kind of was challenging. I was trying different things, and I wanted to see how it would go. First section, I wanted like not actual music, like kind of just battle music. Just like whatever. And then I also wanted just fight section without music. I wanted to see what that feels like and where I can fit that in. I wanted like Daniel's entrance to be like kind of hype, just chaotic, and then I wanted the last fight. That's what I'm talking about. The song I used was kind of just it was also a placeholder. I was like, I want to find a not copyrighted version of this, but I couldn't, and I was just like, all right, I don't care. And that's one thing for me is I wanted to make what I wanted to make, so I don't care about copyright. Like without those copyrighted songs that I used, I think this suffers. It wouldn't be my vision. It wouldn't be what I wanted. It wouldn't be what it is. I think you could still make it really good without copyrighted music, but I don't want to do that. There's one moment where the screen goes black, and that's after I do the stunt. I didn't properly film, since we filmed the stunt last, I didn't properly set up hey James, you're gonna go from this spot to there. We kind of just had him from the rocks, and it just looked weird, too close together. Like he was moving really slow. Like that was my fault. I didn't pre-imagine that. I was just like, all right, let's do that. Another moment, the opposite of fading to black, it just got really bright, and that was because the camera settings were just incorrect. But that was the only good take of like seeing all three of us getting ready for the last fight. There's some injuries that happened. Some people got hurt. I was one of them. Daniel was one. So people got hurt on this. Well, let's list them. So, let's see. Who got hit the first? Was it you?
It was me.
Yeah, I walloped him with my elbow.
This man here threw the meanest elbow at me. My nose ended up getting bruised, and I was a little too close for comfort, and I got the short end of the elbow. But you're gonna see it. You're gonna see the genuine reaction that I've made.
After Daniel got hurt, James punched a pole on accident. Maybe swung a little too wide.
Oh shit!
No! I think I was next. James headbutt me. And that, and in the film, the sound you hear, that is the actual genuine sound of James hitting me. Like, you hear skull on skull, just, and then you can kind of hear James laughing a little bit afterwards. He goes, oh, like he starts laughing. I did my best to cut it out, but he really started laughing after that.
Okay, stop it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, the next injury was James's fault. This was James's fault. He swung high when I was supposed to swing high. And so just both arms just
Oh my, I turned around and walked away because I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you guys ever see like giraffes fight with their like long necks? That was like our arms just swinging and then just like almost wrapped around and then just so that happened. And then the other thing, this is a little baby one, but Fernando kept messing up the recording of showing me when Daniel's supposed to hit me and like I roll backwards. He kept messing up so much that I started like, I'll show you, but I have like little scratches still. I think there's scars from the tan bark. Actually, no, sorry, not here. But yeah, I do have, I started bleeding on like my leg or something a little bit.
Am I bleeding?
Yeah.
Where?
But maybe it's my fault for not, maybe I didn't explain my vision properly. Yeah. Maybe he was just doing it on purpose. He's like, I wonder how many times will this idiot roll backwards onto tan bark?
The very ending where you do your little jump thing and I have to be on the ground going back up and forth.
Yeah.
I felt something on my leg.
Yeah.
And I was frustrated because I kept saying, yo, can we hurry up, please? I don't want to be on the ground anymore. The only reason I said that was because I felt something pull in my leg that time. And it did not help having to keep going back up, back down, back up, back down.
Yeah.
And I'm just there like, yo, please, let's get this. I'm trying to stand up.
Yeah. And then, actually, I should have mentioned the very first, even before Daniel got hurt, the very first injury was before we even started filming. It was the very first day where I was showing Daniel and Kenny the park. I was like, yeah, so this is a place, and we were running through it like, yeah, we could do something here, there, and we're coming up with ideas for stunts. That was when Daniel was like, oh, I could go over the thing. And then there was this little blue thing, which you see, like I get smacked towards the back. And we were like, I had an idea of what if like I'm being like grabbed and like I get thrown over and like kind of Superman and then I roll after that. Or just like flop, whatever. And so we start practicing that.
Hey!
This is my first leap into being a stuntman.
Well, if anything goes wrong, we'll have your vlogs to remember you.
Thanks, Daniel.
On standby.
He's got 911 on standby.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay. Someone say action.
Action. You did you did a better jump than I did.
Really?
Yeah, you went.
No, I didn't. I landed on my shoulder.
And then when I do that, I like land on my shoulder. And that's where I got the scratches from the tan bark that I think are scars. And then I did kind of hit my head a little bit too.
Yeah, that's funny because I was doing that too. And my back ended up hurting after that.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I'm so glad you said that because we both were after that day. We were like, yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, we were like after it all happened, we were just like, yeah, nothing's wrong. And then the very next morning, we get on and I'm like, hey, yo, Preston, how are you feeling? My back hurts.
Yeah. You also acted in it. Was this your first time acting?
Yes, that was my favorite part.
Yeah, I would say it was weird. Definitely not usually on the spotlight, so you can tell kind of my words are slurred in some of these film episodes or scenes, but it was fun. I liked it.
Honestly, no. Yeah? No, I've done another short video before, but that was way back in like high school. Yeah. But I mean, I find this very fun to do. Yeah. You know? Even back in high school when I first did it back in the video class, you know, I thought it was very cool to do and be a part of. So this was a very fun experience.
Other than for like acting in high school, nah. Like,
for you, what was the biggest challenge with this project?
Having to do a little bit of everything, because I'm sure a lot of us know we weren't just one thing in the film. We weren't just an actor. We literally did everything.
Acting, well, it was like the hardest, but it was the most fun. But it was just honestly learning the lines and like trying to get the lines right and like how to say it, where I'm supposed to look. Yeah, so it was a little difficult.
I think the thing that was the most difficult for acting was waking up and actually getting to the park. I don't wake up super early, so realistically, like, that was actually like really challenging because my body's only used to waking up early on like one day.
And the only challenge was waking up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's kind of hard, but I did it.
My biggest challenge recording the fight moves. Honestly, it wasn't like hard, but it was trying to picture, you know, the vision you were going for. I had to really, you know, like step out of my head to get into like your head and try to help you record this fight. But like, it was fun.
Honestly, I think the more difficult part was trying to figure out what works, because there's certain like moves that you would have to do, but then it wouldn't make sense like on camera wise or in real life spectrum. It wouldn't make sense. So the hardest part would have to be trying to find moves that would work in between each other. Because there's times where someone throws a punch at the other person and then they would have to go to another person and it just doesn't make sense. It intertwines with the whole moveset. So we have to try to find a workaround through all that. Yeah. So I'd say that was the difficult part of creating the choreography for everybody.
Yeah. I will say the most difficult thing about working on this, getting everyone together. That was annoying. So you know how long this took? This took like months. Half a year has gone by. But you know, I can't complain because it was fun the whole time, but it's been a minute. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be here. Tell me a challenge that you've had through this that you had to overcome.
Okay. Definitely the bridge scene, because it's a very steep jump. Yeah. And
6 feet.
It was about 6 or 7 feet off the ground, and being able, well, the hardest part wasn't clearing it. The hardest part was trying to like brace yourself as you're falling. So there was a time when we were actually doing the scene itself. I was like second guessing it, but then as like we did the choreography, I'm like, I just full sent it. And yeah, I think that was the more challenging part of anything, being able to do the bridge scene.
During the film, mid stages?
Like when we were filming, this was like way back in December.
Yeah, way back in December. Couldn't tell because I had a jacket on, but I had actually went out to Texas and I had gotten a tattoo. So it's crazy to think about how, I mean, you can't see it, but like at the beginning, I don't have it, but then like as we're filming it, I have it, and it's just crazy to think.
What is something that you brought to the film that you're like, that was an idea of yours that you're like, I'm glad I said that, whether it was like a fight move or a camera move?
There was a couple times, even when we were figuring out the choreography, like we figured out that certain kinds of punches would be better. I don't know if you remember, but when we were up on top of the yellow slide, and we figured out that this is better than just straight. So I think that helped out a lot. I'm sure some of the kicks and punches aren't gonna look good, but that's because we're not actually trying to hit each other.
Something that you're most proud of, that you're like,
jumping off the bridge, because at first you thought of the idea, but you didn't want to go through with it. And I'm like, here, I'll go through with the idea of jumping off the bridge. It was that, and then my whole fight scene, you know, being able to create my own personal solo, I guess. I think that those two, even though one of them was technically wasn't my idea, those two had to have been.
But it was something you're proud of.
Because I got to create my whole fight. Because like, they'll see it. Everyone got to make their own fight scene. Being able to make my own move set throughout the film, I'd say I'm proud of.
Yeah. When we were like on the floor fighting after you fell from the rock, that was actually like my favorite part recording, because I was just going in, moving out.
Sorry. What was a technical difficulty that not you caused, but what was the technical difficulty that is most memorable to you?
Honestly, I think a lot of the problems that stemmed from the fight were because of me. I was just having a lot of fun, and just like, I think I was just like trying to make everyone laugh too much or something.
We all didn't really play ourselves, but you know, your name is Kenny in the film. My name's Preston. There's James. He doesn't actually get named or anything.
Yeah, he's just.
Why are you here? There was the very first day that we filmed was you, Fernando, and Abram, and there's one shot where you come in smiling like the greatest smile ever, and we just made that a part of your character.
I mean, that's just how I am. It wasn't even for like the acting part. It's just like, you know, being on camera, you know, filming this was a really good experience.
What was the difference in challenges for coming up with choreography versus actually performing it for when we're recording? Okay.
Coming up with the choreography, like, just seeing how everything kind of flowed together and then putting that actually into practice, you know, just because there was a lot of points where we would kind of come up with one move, but then after we came up with that one move, everything was like easy afterwards. But then filming it, like, we had such long fight scenes that it was kind of hard to remember.
No, I'd say it was annoying to film things because there's moments where you got people talking, you got random people coming up to us, the lighting disappears. Like, there was moments where we had bad lighting and we had to wait for 5 minutes just to be able to get the good lighting for it to disappear after.
For a cloud to come by.
Yeah, I'd say that was the more annoying thing. Like, I don't mind doing the whole dynamic filming because I like that, but having to wait or just wait for like either the sound or lighting to get better, that was annoying.
Have you been recording this whole time?
I think I have.
Okay, that's fine. All right, let's go. Yeah, let me do the clap so that way it knows it's for me.
It's been recording for 36 seconds. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh shit.
Can you hear the truck?
Bro.
Yeah, we can hell hear the truck. So would you say you're annoyed at a park? Like, it's annoying to film at a park?
At times, yeah. But I mean, for the dynamic of the film, it's the perfect place to do it, but it's annoying when there's inconveniences in the way.
Yeah, here. Daniel, let me see. What's your most frustrating thing?
Honestly, all right, I didn't think about this till then, but the most frustrating thing was because they don't know this, but we have a separate camera attachment where we can actually tell what's focused and what's not. So what was the most frustrating thing was trying to have things in focus. Oh yeah. Because it goes out of focus a lot, and when I'm on camera, I can't tell that well, and none of us really can't, except for Preston apparently. But yeah, that was frustrating. I think that's more frustrating than the whole environment because you can't tell what's in focus, and if it's not in focus, we have to reshoot it.
Yeah. We started filming in October, and then for Christmas I got gifted a little monitor but it's pretty cool. It's got this thing where you can there's lines around what is in focus and what's out of focus. It's funny because before Christmas break, Daniel was on camera and he was filming something. It was a talking scene, so you needed that in focus. I needed that in focus. I wouldn't care so much if fight scenes were a little out of focus because it's just fast moving. You don't need to see that clearly. But if I'm just sitting here, and if I was just hella blurry, it would be unusable. Again, everyone had like mistakes. It was a lot of learning and stuff. But when we got the monitor, everyone just immediately just kind of stepped their game up and was just more like, hell yeah. You did a lot of sound when Fernando was on camera. And then when Fernando wasn't on camera, you were on camera most of the time. So was that your first time doing sound or video?
Actually, it was my first time doing the sound because back in high school I did Cougar Cable. But I was mainly the cameraman, so being able to use the boom mic and learn the boom mic was actually pretty cool. But yeah, I had my fair share of experience being on the camera, but the boom mic was definitely like a first for me, and honestly, it was a very cool experience to be a part of.
I think for the sound, it was like really difficult finding that sweet spot where like the sound wasn't too loud and it wasn't too soft. So when the voices were actually picked up for the film, like it wouldn't be too soft or too loud and all staticky. And then for the camera, I've never worked a camera before, so it was really challenging.
So you felt being the cameraman for a bit, because there were times where you were the cameraman.
Yeah, I was the cameraman and I was the audio person. Cameraman's fine. You're just getting those angles, close-ups like I did with Preston for one of those scenes. It's really nice you capture the expression. The audio is great because, we had a little bit of some trouble with background noise and, planes coming in and kids, but and music. But hey, we got through it, and it took a while, but we got the audio perfect.
All right, next question. What's your favorite color?
Ignore him. Ignore him.
You're still on the the audio or on the camera. It's still like you're in there, like you're in the moment, and like knowing that you captured the audio perfectly or you captured the fight scene perfectly, it's just like something that makes me happy because I know that I did a great job.
So yeah, this was the whole process. This was making of tradition. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun. It was challenging. It is what it is, and I'm happy with what it is. So thank you.